Hey, this is Jimmy. Who's this?
Guess who, Jimmy?
Oh, it's President Joe Biden.
Damn, you're good.
Yeah, thanks. How you go? How's things going?
Jimmy, things are going great. It's a bright, sunshiny day, and it's going to get even brighter.
Is that so? You know, it's strange considering how your current approval rating is, especially among young people, is 27%. That's 27%, Mr. President.
I know. Isn't that great?
No.
Things are going according to plan.
According to plan, are you trying to lose in 2024?
No, we're going to win, and win big, Jimmy. And here's how we're going to do it. By shrinking our base.
That makes literally no sense at all.
Yeah, to you, maybe. I'm playing 3D chess over here. We're losing suburban moms over cultural issues, young people over the ethnic cleansing in Gaza, and my team is working tirelessly to figure out how to best alienate other groups.
This is your strategy? Shouldn't you at least be trying to appeal to some particular voting bloc?
No. Jimmy, at this point, we were focusing on appealing to individual people. That's how surgical our campaign has become. Rob Reiner, Jeff Diedrich from Twitter, Rachel Maddow, Andy Richter, Steve Miller.
Of the Steve Miller Band?
No, Steve Miller is a high school English teacher in Dayton, Ohio. And then about 18 other people.
The Democratic base is now literally just 20 or so individuals?
That's absolutely right. It's an amazing accomplishment. I'm so proud of my team.
How is this an accomplishment?
Well, I'll tell you, brain genius. I'll tell you how. Our long-term goal is to try and make the Biden campaign such a niche thing, such an obscure interest, that it once again begins to appeal to young people.
I'm not sure.
Like a hipster thing?
I don't understand.
Okay, put it this way. Remember when you were young?
Yeah.
And you wanted to be into cool stuff.
Yeah.
But you knew the really cool stuff wasn't the stuff that most people were into.
Right.
So you're like, okay, what's the obscure shit? Give me the deep cuts. Well, we're going to do that, the politics version of that.
Okay.
So young people will wonder who they want to vote for this November. And they'll say, I don't want to vote for Trump. Everybody's voting for Trump. I want to vote for somebody obscure. And then one of their hip friends will say, hey, man, have you ever gotten into Biden? Have you ever checked out any of his shit? And they'll say, oh, yeah, isn't he the old guy that used to be president? Oh, actually, he's still the president. Oh, far out, man. Maybe I'll check this stuff out.
The kids say far out.
So I'll be like Frank Zappa. All the cool kids will be really into me, but secretly not really knowing why, because the music is terrible.
I see.
Or, here's even a better example. Remember like 15 years ago, teenagers were all wearing Phil Collins shirts ironically because he's lame. Or at least that's what the understanding about Phil Collins was, that it had been handed down from Gen X. But then something amazing happened. These same kids actually listened to Phil and realized he made amazing music, solo and with Genesis. And then the more adventurous kids listened to old Genesis when it was more prog art rock with Peter Gabriel on vocals and Phil on drums. And he's a fucking amazing drummer. So then you had 15-year-olds listening to The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway because of a joke shirt they got at the mall.
Okay.
So that's what we need to happen. Voting for Joe Biden will be like searching record stores for an original vinyl copy of Selling England by the Pound.
I don't really think...
Yeah, I'm sorry. This phone call got really weird.
Is this really your strategy?
It's the only possible way I'll win. Is this bizarre process unfolding in a span of several months? Otherwise, I am absolutely going to lose. No doubt about it, Jack. You'd be crazy to think otherwise.
I agree.
Yeah, man, plain as day. Anyway, so we have to make all these T-shirts and market them to head shops around the country. You know, dispensaries, places like that. Then faded young people will say, "Ha ha, I remember that dude." Actually, how sick would it be if I bought that shirt? That's how we get them, man. You mark my words.
I might actually buy one if I see it.
Really?
No way.
Oh, fuck you, man. You know what? I don't even care. What are you, 50? You're too old to get it anyway. The young people are going to eat it up. You're too square for this scene, Gene. Also, if you want, I could just mail you a free one.
Please don't. Thanks, Mr. President. We got to go. The IRS is escalating collections, adding 20,000 new agents. Did you know that? Sending over 5 million collection letters to kick off 2024 in these challenging times. Your best defense? Tax Network USA. Don't let the IRS take advantage of you. You really do need somebody to help you. I needed somebody to help me. With over 14 years of experience, Tax Network USA has saved their clients over $1 billion in back taxes. No matter the size of your tax issue, their expertise is your advantage. They specialize in negotiating with the IRS, aiming to significantly reduce your debt. Tax Network USA doesn't just negotiate, they also protect your assets from IRS seizures and manage your yearly returns for ongoing compliance. Importantly, they are licensed to help with all state tax issues too, regardless of where you live. The clock is ticking. Don't wait. As the IRS steps up its game, seize control of your financial future now. Contact Tax Network USA for immediate relief and expert guidance. Who do you call? You call 1-800-245-6000 or visit tnusa.com/Jimmy. That's tnusa.com/Jimmy. Don't let tax issues overpower you. Turn to Tax Network USA and find your path to financial peace of mind. Hey, come see us do a live stand-up show. We're going to be in Omaha, Des Moines, Milwaukee, Lansing, Michigan, Bend, Oregon, Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, Philadelphia, Avenel, New Jersey, Boston, Palm Springs, and more. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for all those tickets.